Mini episode 1279 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1279, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for week 3 of the 2020 NFL season, our 17th year of coverage. Last week we were a whopping 12-4 overall, 3-0 on the Big 3 and 1-0 on the lock, bringing the record to a whopping 21-10-1 overall, 5-1 and 1-1 on the season. Here's our picks this week. Miami plus 2.5 over Jacksonville. Las Vegas plus 5.5 over New England. Buffalo and a pick'em over the LA Rams. Minnesota plus 2.5 over Tennessee. Cleveland minus 7.5 over Washington. Cincinnati plus 5 over Philadelphia. Atlanta minus 3.5 over Chicago. Indianapolis minus 12.5 over the New York Jets. The LA Chargers minus 7 over Carolina. Tampa Bay minus 6 over Denver. Seattle minus 5.5 over Dallas, Green Bay plus 3 over New Orleans, and Kansas City plus 3 over Baltimore. For our Big 3, it's Pittsburgh minus 4.5 over Houston, and San Francisco minus 3.5 over the New York Giants. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 3, it's Arizona minus 6 over Detroit. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy over managing. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Running back, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham Jr., A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Kenny Galladay, Chris Godwin, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, and Michael Thomas. Tight end, Travis Kelce, and George Kittle. Remember, our Thursday night game pick and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 16 QBs. Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Cam Newton, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz, and Russell Wilson. We like 16 running backs. Chris Carson, James Conner, J.K. Dobbins, Kenyon Drake, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Austin Eckler, Leonard Fournette, Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Darrell Henderson, Kareem Hunt, Mark Ingram, David Johnson, David Montgomery, Miles Sanders, and Jonathan Taylor. We like 18 wide receivers. Keenan Allen, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd, John Brown, Marquise Brown, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Russell Gage, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Lockett, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Devontae Parker, Calvin Ridley, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, and Robert Woods. And we like 7 tight ends. Mark Andrews, Jared Cook, Zach Ertz, Mike Gesicki, Tyler Higbee, Austin Hooper, and Hayden Hurst. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.